Welcome to today's video. Thank you for joining us again in our deep dive into the wisdom of Buddhist philosophy. In this session, we will explore a profound topic that challenges the very foundation of our inner world. Are we truly responsible for every single thought we have? Is reverence for karma merely about fearing consequences, or does it point to something much deeper, an awakening to the sacred responsibility of consciousness? Today, we walk this path together. The journey into understanding karma does not begin with action, or with words. Begins in the silent space where thoughts are born. Often, we assume that thoughts are private, weightless, transient. But in the eyes of the Dharma, every thought is a seed. Whether or not it blooms into speech or action, it contains the potential to shape your destiny. Buddhism teaches us, all phenomena are created by the mind. Every rising thought is a karmic act. This means that the architecture of your future reality is being constructed in your mind at this very moment. Have you ever thought, it's just a thought, I didn't do anything, so what's the harm? This illusion is the root of ignorance. The thought of greed, though unspoken, plants the seed of suffering. The thought of compassion, though unnoticed, can pave a path of light for your future. Karma does not wait for deeds. It begins with intentions. The sutras remind us, the consequences of good and evil follow like a shadow. Cause and effect across 3 lifetimes never miss their mark. You may not see it, you may not believe it, but karma never leaves your side. Where current life circumstances are not accidental, they are the cumulative result of countless past thoughts, thoughts you may not even remember. So what is a thought in the Buddhist understanding? It is not simply a passing idea. It is a stream of intention, shaped by your habits, your karmic tendencies, your environment, and your worldview. Every time you see someone succeed, do you feel admiration or jealousy? When someone criticizes you, do you respond with humility or anger? Every such moment is a fork in your karmic road. But you may ask, does that mean just thinking something negative brings retribution? It's not about punishment. Karma is not about morality imposed from above. It's the natural law of energetic resonance. When you plant a seed, it will grow in alignment with its nature. A poison tree does not bear sweet fruit. Even worse, we often don't even know what seeds we're planting. Our minds run on autopilot, conditioned by years of unconscious thinking. We judge, complain, envy, fear, all without awareness. This is why the Buddha repeatedly taught, observe the mind. To observe the mind is not to judge others' hearts, but to shine light into your own. When a thought arises, ask, does this come from greed, anger, delusion? Is it self-serving or selfless? Does it purify or defile me? This self-inquiry is the true beginning of spiritual practice. We often hear the phrase, all things are created by the mind, but what does that mean practically? It means your inner world is your outer world. If your heart is anxious, suspicious, hostile, the world will appear threatening and chaotic. But if your heart is filled with gratitude, trust, and compassion, the world becomes a mirror of peace. This is not superstition. It is the lived experience of countless practitioners. They emerged from depression, grief, addiction, not because their circumstances magically changed, but because they began taking full responsibility for every thought that crossed their mind. You might say, but I can't control my thoughts. They just come by themselves. Thoughts to rise spontaneously, but you can choose not to follow them. You can observe them. You can transform them. You can let them go. Think of an unwanted guest knocking at your door. You can choose not to answer. You don't have to let them in and entertain them with tea and sympathy. When thoughts of craving or anger rise, you can learn to pause, to breathe, to recognize them, to say, I see you, but I will not be your puppet today. In Buddhist practice, this is called awareness, transformation, and cessation. Awareness is the key. An old monk once said, the danger is not in thoughts arising, but in not noticing them in time. This is the heart of cultivation. You can promise never to have dark thoughts again, but you can promise to become aware when they come, and to choose a different response. Let me share a story. A student once asked his master, Master, I've done so many good deeds. Why is my life still full of suffering? The master asked, what was your motivation for doing good? The student was speechless. The master continued, "If you did good for praise or for reward, then your good deeds are already corrupted. That is called tainted merit. True goodness is done without attachment, born from compassion and empathy." This story reveals a core Buddhist truth. What matters is not just what you do, but why you do it. The karma is not only in your action, but in the intention behind the action. A selfish good deed is still self-centered. Pure act, however small, plants a sacred seed. This is why the mind of intention bodhicitta is the most critical element. When your heart is aligned with wisdom and compassion, every act becomes a blessing. But when your heart is clouded with ego, even your charity becomes a chain. Dear friends, you are not the victim of others' opinions. You are the creator of your own destiny. Each choice, each thought, is constructing your future reality. If you want to change your life, don't just change your habits, change your thinking. Begin today. Observe your thoughts like watching clouds pass in the sky, and cling to the dark ones. Celebrate the bright ones. Don't condemn yourself for negative thoughts, and just don't feed them. Choose again. Return to awareness, over and over. When you face temptation, whisper to yourself, "I am not my desire." When anger rises, say, "I will not let this flame burn my peace." When confusion visits, sit in stillness and breathe. There is clarity behind the noise. This path is not easy, but it is the only path to true freedom and lasting joy. Revering karma is not about fearing hell or chasing heaven. It's about recognizing the sacred power of your consciousness. It's about honoring the truth that every moment you are planting seeds for yourself and for the world. So live responsibly is not to live frivolously. It is to live awake, to choose thoughts of love over fear, clarity over confusion, stillness over reaction. You walk this path with courage. You awaken your sacred inner witness. You become the master of your thoughts, the sculptor of your karma, the luminous soul that you already are beneath the noise. If today's message resonated with you, please support this journey by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Let others walk with us on this path of awakening. Share your story in the comments. Has a single thought ever changed your life? We'd love to know. Thank you for watching this video. Every thought you think from now on be touched by light, awareness, and compassion. A reverence for karma free you, upbind you. Your life unfold as a living model of mindfulness and life. Thank you for watching this video.